Pizza for Birds by Bob Shea. "Another great day," said Bob. "Making my famous Chez Bob birdseed for my bird friends makes me so happy. I hope another alligator doesn't open a restaurant the birds like better than mine," thought Bob. He gave his hat a jaunty tilt, whistled a happy tune, and started for home. Bob came to a clearing and stopped whistling. He couldn't believe his eyes. "Hey, those birds must think that young, fun alligator is me. Silly birds. I'm neither of those things." Bob straightened his hat and hoped he never saw this new alligator again. But Bob saw the new alligator the very next day. "Who is that?" asked Bob. "That's Chez Ryan. He delivers pizza while doing cool bike tricks," said a bird. "You'd like him. He's quite affable." "Delivery? Tricks? Pizza?" said Bob. "That's cool, but not as cool as my hat, right?" "Sure," said the bird. Bob did not feel like being a restaurant today. Today, he felt sad. "I bet all these birds like Chez Ryan better than me," thought Bob. The birds tired of waiting for Bob to be a restaurant. They called Ryan for pizza instead. "Are you Chez Bob?" "Wow," said Ryan, cruising up on his bike. "I'd still be running amok in the city sewers if it wasn't for you. You're my hero." "Good for you," said Bob, but not like he meant it. "Come to my big pizza party tonight," said Ryan. "All the birds will be there." "I'm pretty busy feeling sorry for myself," said Bob. "Well, if you finish up early, stop by," said Ryan. That night, Bob listened to the party while eating ham from the pocket of his robe. "Ryan thinks he's so great, but he's no big whoop. Besides, I was affable first," said Bob. Then he slunk off to look up the word affable. "If I were the birds, I'd tell Ryan to go away," thought Bob. Then he had a bad thought. On the internest, no one knows who is a bird and who isn't. So Bob wrote not nice things about Ryan on the internest. Not as Bob, as the birds. "A bird that walks now. Ryan's pizza made me fly backwards. Smart bird who is not Bob. Bike tricks. I'd rather see him disappear. Popular bird 1. Restaurants should stand still, not ride bikes. Ryan should go away. Trustworthy bird 226. Ryan thinks he's cool with his delicious pizza and fantastic hair. I bet he doesn't know what affable means. Bob does. Ask him before he forgets." And then Bob wrote the meanest thing of all. Chez Bob fan 203992. Pizza? Gross. The very bad things made Bob feel very good. The next morning, Bob had a spring in his step and a song in his heart. The birds were not so happy. "What's wrong? No one seems affable today, which means friendly and easy to talk to," said Bob. "Ryan is leaving because he thinks no one likes him," said a bird. "Just like everyone wanted, right, guys?" said Bob. "No, we want Ryan to stay," said another bird. "That's not what it says on the internest. I should know. I wrote it," said Bob. The birds lowered their coffee mugs. "Bob, you can't write that on the internest," yelled a bird. "Sure I can. I just pretended to be you," said Bob. "It is a lie," yelled another bird. It is not a lie. It is a bunch of not true things I made up to get what I want, said Bob. That is what a lie is, yelled all the birds. Ryan ruins everything, thought Bob. The birds are mad at me now. Alone in the dark, Bob thought about the not nice things he wrote. Bob thought about how Ryan must have felt reading the not nice things. Bob thought about how fast ducks' feet move underwater, even though they look so calm on the surface. Bob, I've been looking all over for you, said Ryan. To yell at me? Asked Bob. No, to give you my last pizza. The birds don't like me. I'm going away to art school. Okay, but no pepperoni. I don't deserve it, said Bob. What? Why? Asked Ryan. I wrote those mean things on the internest, Bob said, and chomped. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I had a good reason. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I was mad and jealous. I want the birds to like only me. Chomp, chomp, chomp. They love you and want you to stay. Chomp, chomp, chomp. This pizza is delicious, by the way, said Bob. Ryan looked ready to cry. Ryan didn't cry. Ryan got mad. That is not a good reason. I was so sad because of the mean things you wrote. You are a big liar and not very nice. You lied too, said Bob. You said you would not yell at me. I guess we are even? We are not even, yelled Ryan. Bob felt awful. He tried pretending Ryan was yelling nice things instead. Your birdseed is delicious. You are good at pretending. You have excellent taste in furniture. I really am sorry, said Bob. Here, take my hat and nose table. You stay. I'll go away to art school. Oh, Bob, I guess even famous alligators make mistakes sometimes, said Ryan. Before I go, you should meet my friends, since I met all yours. Let me make some calls. My city friends love your birdseed, said Ryan. Like the birds love my pizza. This is so fun, said Bob. I can't believe the birds wrote those not nice things about you, especially since it was me. Still think pizza is gross? Asked Ryan as he pedaled away. Not as gross as a sappy ending, said Bob. You mean like if we teamed up? The worst. Ryan laughed. That'd be hilarious. Bob smiled. Chez, Bob, and Ryan. Home of birdseed pizza. From that day on, Bob and Ryan shared a restaurant, the birds, and a friendship. And no one had to go to art school.